Hey guys, welcome back to the Confirmant RM YouTube channel. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day getting ourselves back into another 2 Minute Technicals video looking at XRP. So, let's get ourselves into this chart and get exactly what we were looking for. And actually, on that statement, we were talking about this earlier in the week. We were looking by Sunday, seeing ourselves around that. Usually it does happen a day early, but, we said by Sunday, and look at that. Got that exact movement to a T. This whole shebang exactly how we wanted it to play out. So, good to see anyone who had played this and shorted it. My congratulations to you. That was a nice gain. Shorted it about 7 cents, about 8%. That's nice. Actually got as low as 60.5 almost. Right now, getting a little relief. Good to see. So, you can see a full extension gets it to, if it's able to break through and actually get a nice solid close below 62. I see it going to around that 59. We were kind of talking about 61, 59. We got that. We got the original 61, but that might still be on the table for that 59. We are pretty oversold here on the 4 hour. We got down to a 21. The most of recently, if we go back here to November, we've gotten down to a 19. We got down here to around a 17. Got to 18 here. So I mean, it could be in. That low could be in. Because we get this, we got shot back up. I mean, we already bottomed out, flew back up and bottomed out again. I mean, you don't really typically see that too much. You can see right here, it took it a while, came for a double bottom and then flew out. So we may have not gotten that full wick, but I would say, if anything, it could stay in this region, around that 61 to 63 mark. Come here to the 1 day. You can see that the 20-day moving average is what held it around that 62. Obviously, did that wick. Remember, I always tell you guys that you got to set that stop loss. If you guys go below, I'll always shoot for a little bit below. Like I would have set it for 58, if anything, as you can see, because if you set it for that 62, you're screwed. It shot through it. But you can see a full move right now is actually exactly that 56.76, pretty much on the dot, actually. But at the moment, we're catching the 20-day moving average here on the 1 day chart. So let's see how that plays out. But if obviously we start to see it fall through the 1 day, on the 1 day chart here, through the 20-day moving average, we're going to be seeing it come down to a full extension, holding itself by that around that 59, 58 level. Obviously, get a wick. I think we would wick down to 56 on this region, but that 50, as you can see, 57 to 59 is about what that region is. It's going to shoot for. But this was its first stop. You guys can see right there the width of that channel downwards, exactly to a T, hitting there at 62. So, in my opinion, this is where we kind of hit our max pain for a little bit. You can see here on the RSI, we exactly thought that might be it. And it's actually crazy is that's exactly where we hit that in the minus 0.2 region here, matching that over here in November 21. That was a pretty heavy sell-off region. So if anything, and I think you might get an additional wick. You might try to retest some lows. But if anything, I have a feeling that this may have been exhausted for this time being. Come here onto the 1 hour. Do this. You could see you could get another wick down. It looks like by tomorrow morning. I might try retesting, but I think it's just going to come back down to that 60 region. Because it's able to do that. It's going to come for 58. So we're going to be looking into the latter half of tomorrow morning, seeing if we can stay above this 20-day moving average on this 1 hour. If we start to reject it, we're just going to push a little bit further. We haven't been above it in a while, it looks like. Not really, no. A little bit over here when we were trying to hold on the 27th of July. But since then, it's just been a fruitless effort. So let's see what's going to wind up happening with it. Like I said, we're going to have to just monitor this region, see if we can get ourselves above 64. If we get above 64, I'm looking at like 66. But no turnaround until then. So let's see how it goes. Mondays, usually aren't that great. So I'm just kind of intrigued to see how it plays out. But everyone's got to be screaming it's going to be bad before it gets good, and everyone was screaming it was going to go to the moon. Obviously, you guys know, after a huge move of 101% in a day, this makes total sense. Come back, solidify your top of where you broke out, and then from there establish a base, and then you can kind of fly on outwards. But hope you guys are having a good morning, afternoon, evening, everywhere. I appreciate every single one of you. Hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend, and I will see you guys on the next one.